Hello! First of all, I just wanted to say that I've been kind of missing in action on my YouTube channel lately. Like, I haven't edited my daily vlog or anything because I've been in a weird mental space. But I plan on doing better with that because now that everything's done, said and done with the guy I was seeing, I feel like I can get my life back to normal, sort of. So I just wanted to say that before this video began. So today I decided to film this video about, well, something I'll probably remember for a very long time in my life. So I've recently just had my first real breakup. Actually, it happened a few days ago. And when I say first real breakup, like, I've had a few breakups before, little ones, but we got back together. This is like the done deal, like this is the big we're over breakup. Like, whoa, that was weird. Why not make a video while I do the dishes about my breakup and talk about it? Because it's been on my mind. It's been on my mind quite a bit the past couple days. I've been kind of sad, I've been kind of depressed. Yeah. So, where to begin? Basically, me and this guy, we've been dating on and off for 3-ish months. So, yeah, I think we've been together for about 3 months. So not too long of a relationship, thankfully, because if it was any longer, I would have been more attached, and I'm kind of thankful it ended when we weren't too attached to each other. So I'm not even gonna bother doing the dishes. I'm just gonna look at the camera because I get way too distracted. Like, I don't know. I feel like I can't multitask, so I'm just gonna do the video. Anyway, so we met through my friend Casey. It's actually a really funny story, like how we met. Not really funny, but it's interesting. But it was like this big, beautiful thing. I was so happy about it because I finally met a guy that I really liked and was really attracted to naturally, without using Tinder, without using social media, which is where I've always dated guys off Tinder and like all those different social media apps, like dating and apps and stuff. So when I met this guy naturally, I was like, this is just the best thing ever. Like, I've been wanting to meet a guy actually, like, naturally for so long because I'm such a shy person, and so I very rarely am able to meet guys how I would like to if I was a more like extroverted person, you know, and just go up and ask for their number. I can't do that. I literally cannot do that. So this guy and me, it started off nicely, like it was cute for the first couple weeks. We only really went on like one date. I would say we went to the Keg, which was like a really nice place to go. It wasn't just some shabby like little restaurant. Like, the Keg is really nice. And so he took me there and he paid for everything, and it was a really nice date. And then we went for a movie after. It was probably the best date I've ever gone on. And after that, we never really went on another date after that. We basically just hung out at each other's houses and napped and ate, swam, talked, cuddled, other things. You know what I mean? So, and then after like a month of that, we had gone out one night and I was pretty tipsy. I believe. Oh yeah, we were both pretty tipsy. And then he asked me to be his girlfriend at 2 a.m. in the morning. I was like, yes, I'll be your girlfriend. I'd love that. So, yeah, and we were official. I think that was early July or something like that. Maybe June. I don't know. It was sometime around then. So then problems start occurring. Basically, I found out he was a very damaged person. He had a lot of baggage from his past. He was hooked on drugs and alcohol. Like, he wasn't a complete addict, but he was on the road there. Like, when he would have alcohol, or when he would have weed, or when he would have any kind of drug, like, he'd just have way too much of it, to the point of, like, basically having an overdose. And I had to deal with it on multiple occasions, like, at the latest hours of the night, just having to freaking take care of him and try and calm him down. Like, he'd collapse on the floor, and it was just a mess. So I put up a lot with him because I really liked him and I wanted to give him a chance. Like, I don't know, I felt like maybe he could get better. Wishful thinking. So, and in the meantime, all of this happening, he would constantly tell me, like, you're too good for me, like, there's so many better guys out there than me, you have a good head on your shoulders, what are you doing with me, like, we're really different people. And I was just like, well, I like you. If I didn't like you, then I wouldn't be staying with you. So, yeah. Looking back now, I realize, when I started seeing these signs, I probably should have ducked out then, which is like literally only a week or two into the relationship. Yeah, I probably should have left then, but I didn't, because I was just so happy that this was my first relationship, first boyfriend, first natural occurrence. I was just so hopeful that it would be better. Yeah. So, fast forward to about a month ago, early August, before that, we broke up. I broke up with him, and then we didn't talk for a few weeks, and then he called me, and we started talking again, and then we got back together. So, another big mistake. Another big one, because I should have just went through with the breakup process, because I was in mourning then and grieving then for the breakup, and I was almost done that stage, but no, I put myself back into a relationship with him. So then we're together, but he was still really, really horrible with drugs, and he had just gotten himself in so many messes, like with his job and his car, and it's just, he was at a very low point. So basically, he decided that he was going to go into rehab, which I thought was a really, really good idea, and obviously so did everyone else. So the last time we hung out, I stayed at his house for like 2 nights before he went into rehab. Like, he was going to go into rehab a couple days later. But so the night before, I think he went into rehab, it was something like that, the night before, he called me, repeating, I'm not good for you, you need to find somebody else, we're 2 different people, blah, blah, blah. And I was really high that night. I just should not get high, because it doesn't do any good for me. But I was freaking out and getting really paranoid, and I kept like hyperventilating, and I couldn't talk to him about it, so I'd hang up on him and then call me back. I hung up on him again. So we never really got to a conclusion. So then he went to rehab for a month, and he had absolutely no contact with me at all. I couldn't go visit him or anything like that. I just had to wait it out, and I thought we were still together because there was no real like final him breaking up with me or me breaking up with him. It was just, we left it at a really weird note before he went into rehab. So I was just waiting, kind of hopefully, that whole month of August, like, oh, when he gets out, you know, he'll be better, he'll be healed, we'll have a much better relationship, and I can help him to get better after rehab and everything like that. And that's what I was hoping. But then I also had this thing at the back of my mind, like, oh, but maybe in rehab he will realize that he needs a fresh start and he can't be having a relationship while he's trying to get his life back on track. And maybe he doesn't really like me as much as he said he did at the beginning. I don't know. So anyway, he got out of rehab a few days ago, and he messaged me asking how I was and everything, and I said I'm good. Kind of left it a weird note though a month ago. I'm kind of wondering where we're at and everything. And he said, I did what's best for you. So when he said that, I realized, okay, so a month ago before he went into rehab, I guess he was trying to break up with me. He was just doing a terrible job of it and like, didn't actually tell me he was breaking up with me. So I was very confused. It was all very vague and very, he just didn't get the point across properly. I don't know. Maybe I'm stupid, but he definitely, I don't know, it was weird. So then I sent him back a message saying, you know, I can take care of myself. Basically meaning that like, whatever comes in the relationship that's negative, like I can handle it, you know? And I basically told him like I had, I don't know, I probably shouldn't have said the things I did, but it was very in the moment and just kind of like a month of waiting and then being let down. So I said, you know, I've waited a whole month for you to confirm this, and like I wish you would have just been honest with me. I honestly feel like you don't really like me, and that's why you're saying all these things like, you know, I'm too good for you and all that. So I guess this is goodbye. I was just really dramatic. I honestly probably should have just looked at the text and then completely ignored him. But I didn't. I had to say that. And then he wrote back to me. It was like, starting to fade, which is a good thing, you know. It's fading from my memory. Hopefully it'll be soon faded completely. What did he say? He said, okay, wow. You know, like he was surprised or something. He's like, okay, wow. Honestly, I think we're both just really new to relationships and you're just a little bit too immature. And he said that to me, and that really kind of hurt me. Obviously, like, if anybody says anything negative about me, it hurts me because I'm such a sensitive person. And I have such like a high opinion of myself that so when other people talk down on me, I just kind of think like, how could they think that, you know? He called me immature, and I honestly don't know if that's the real reason behind it. I don't know. I don't think I ever will know. There's probably more to it. I do have a very childish personality and sense of humor. I'm usually very happy-go-lucky, and people have called me an airhead before, and I could see like how I have like kind of a childish, innocent personality, but I'm not immature in the way that is bad. Like I do have a good head on my shoulders, you know, I have good things going for me, and I think I'm doing pretty good at this point in my life, so I don't think I'm immature. I'm not gonna let that get to me. It was just kind of hurtful because coming from somebody that you really liked, you know, your boyfriend, it's kind of sad, and especially when all you ever were was nice to him and kind to him. And so I just texted back, "That's so mean," or I just said, "You're so mean," and then I took him off Snapchat. Like, as a friend, I just unfriended him. Then I deleted his number out of my phone, so now there's no way I can contact him. So that's good, because I know that's part of the process of getting over somebody. So yeah, that happened. Kind of sucks. It's put me in a weird headspace, to be honest. But I've now had my first like real done deal breakup, you know? I'm not gonna get back with him. I can do better. I know I can. In fact, I've already got Tinder back and I'm not looking for another boyfriend really. I kind of want to be single, but I do want to date and just like find other guys that will get my mind off of him and move on. Because that's what I found works in the past for me, to move on from one guy that I dated and to stop thinking about him. If I go on a date with another guy and distract myself from that guy, then it's like this new attention is focused on this new guy. So it works really well. So I'm probably gonna go on 1 or 2 dates this week. Yeah. Anyway. You live and you learn. You live and you love. Sometimes loving can be painful, but you heal from the pain. So I'm healing right now. Thankfully I wasn't with the guy for 3 years, because I'd probably be in like a deep depression right now, knowing my sensitive ass. But yeah, I think this is gonna make me a lot more careful about the guys that I put my energy toward, because I wasted a lot of time and energy on that kid, and he did not deserve it. So anyway, thanks for watching. I don't know what I'm gonna title this video, but yeah, I'm gonna do the dishes now because there's a lot. And I'm gonna listen to happy music. Okay, bye. I just wanted to kind of make one last little note that this obviously wasn't a very long relationship, but it was my first relationship, so that's why it kind of has a bit of significance, I guess. But I'm not too heartbroken or hard done by it. It is just a little sad though, and I guess with my YouTube, I've always just kind of talked about like different stages of my life, and this is just one of them. I know it's nothing like too serious of a breakup, like it's not like I was with the guy for forever, but it is still kind of like I feel like I'll never kind of forget it. It's like a big part of my life, but I'm getting over it really quickly. Like, I barely thought about it today, so yeah, just wanted to say that. Thanks for watching.